I think it's one of the best places you can work as a linguist.
I translate French, Spanish, Portuguese and Polish.
French, German, Spanish, Greek and Swedish.
French, German, Swedish, Danish, Estonian and Hungarian into English.
On a typical week I'd pick up a document, a Greek document, say on consumer protection, or a Spanish document on wine, or a French document on development cooperation.
The European Commission must communicate with national governments and the public, and it must do so in the language of that country. And without us, it can't.
The Italian government is entirely entitled to write back in Italian, and it's at that point that the English department steps in. And it is suddenly very much our responsibility to make sure that we interpret correctly how the Italian government is expressing itself.
Few people within the Commission understand Hungarian or Estonian or whatever, but they do understand English, and that's what we translate into.
Cześć. Hi, Paweł. If I have questions about Polish text, which is often the case, then I can just go up to the Polish translation department and ask colleagues there to help me.
I think the main attraction is being around like-minded people.
I find the colleagues that I have met so far really helpful, really relaxed and ready to help you with any queries that you have.
One of the great things with working here is that you can use all your languages on a daily basis, and you even get the opportunity of learning more over a career. You can add 2, 3, 4, 5 or however many languages you want, and that's great for any linguists, I would think.
We are a small group of translators that meet up and run in our lunch hours. We're right near a big load of fields, so it's a fantastic place to go running, and it's nice to get moving after a day in the office.
What I like about Brussels is that it's a very multicultural city. It's about the same size as Dublin. Belgians have world-famous beers, but there's also a huge variety of ethnic restaurants. You can get anything here, basically. Same for the press, the media, everything is here. Anything you could want from anywhere in the world.
I certainly enjoy working in Brussels. The scale of it is such that it's got a small town, homey feeling to it, while at the same time being truly a European capital.
Brussels, I was very surprised to see how affordable housing is in Brussels. Rents and also to buy. Compared to Dublin, for example, it's a lot better value for money.
It's not too big, but more interestingly for me personally, it's not too far away from the United Kingdom. I go back every weekend to be with my family. It's a quick train ride away to Ashford and then on to Canterbury. Couldn't be better placed.
Luxembourg is small, but it has everything you need, and it's easy to get to everything fairly quickly. For example, the journey to work is quite short. You can't even really call it a commute, I don't think, if you live in the city.
I think it's probably one of the easiest places that you could raise children. Everything's set up in such a way that nothing is ever difficult.
You have access to culture that you just wouldn't have in London, or you could have if you were willing to pay a lot and travel a lot and stand around, whereas here, because it's so small, it's very concentrated, and for me that's very important. To work for the European Commission is a really attractive proposition for anyone interested in languages and using them on a daily basis. The work is pretty much constant. It's quite steady work, and I get the impression it's not that way for freelancers. It can ebb and flow, whereas here you have a lot more security.
If you work in the field of languages, this is probably one of the best jobs you can get, I would say.